Dale Jr. and Chase Elliott Collab stage cautions are back for road courses, and Kaulig has another driver that's going to be a ringer at COTA. So let's get into all this and more, including Matt DiBenedetto having a ride, coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. All right, first things first, let's jump right into it. There will be stage cautions for COTA. This is something we talked about in the live stream, and I guess a lot of people didn't realize that this year's stage cautions for road courses are back. So go ahead and let the debate begin down below in the comments. Are you for or are you against stage cautions? I remain firm. I'm against stage cautions, period. For all the tracks, I think stage cautions really disrupt the flow of the race. It takes away a lot of the strategy from the race teams, and I think even the race last weekend with Bristol, with the tire fall off and all that, I think if we hadn't had stage cautions, that could have got even more interesting than it was. So I'm against stage cautions altogether, but I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people do like the stage cautions, so just, let me know down in the comments. But that's my 2 cents on the stage cautions. I think it really, however, ruins road courses because it takes away from the strategy. Michael McDowell goes out there with an underfunded team in Front Row Motorsports and absolutely kicks everybody's tail one time, and NASCAR all of a sudden, no, we can't have that. We got to back away. No more stage cautions at road courses, and that will forever be the way I see it. Michael McDowell beat the field so bad that NASCAR invented a rule for him. So the no stage cautions is now the Michael McDowell rule over here at Bologna Burger Media. All right, so we already know that Shane Van Gisbergen will be driving as a ringer for Kaulig, but Kaulig also announced that there will be a number 13 car with leaf filter on it, and the driver of that will be AJ Allmendinger, and then of course the 31 will be piloted by Daniel Hemrick. Now, before we move on to the other two, let's not overlook Daniel Hemrick. Kaulig does get these things done on road courses and super speedways. Whenever you go to a road course and a super speedway, you do have to factor in Kaulig as a player there. And Daniel Hemrick, let's not overlook him because he does have several top 10s in Xfinity Series at the Roval or whatever, and also just several good finishes, top 15s in the other ones. So don't sleep on Daniel Hemrick, but obviously the two favorites over there at Kaulig are going to be Shane Van Gisbergen, the Australian V8 Supercar champion. He won the street course in Chicago in his first attempt in a NASCAR Cup race. And then you've got AJ Allmendinger, 3 wins. All 3 of those wins in the NASCAR Cup Series have come on road courses. The Indianapolis road course, Watkins Glen, and of course the Roval in Charlotte. So you can't sleep on AJ Allmendinger or Shane Van Gisbergen. The only thing that remains, the only question, is Vegas going to give us this action? Are they going to give us the prop? Are they going to give us the prop? Who finishes ahead? Will it be Shane Van Gisbergen or will it be AJ Allmendinger? Will they do the head-to-head with those two? Because I think there will be a lot of action on that, and that's interesting. I'd like to know what you guys think about that also down below, because I don't know. Do you go with the veteran of AJ Allmendinger or do you go with the new guy, SVG? It's going to be interesting, and I think that will be something that BetMGM and DraftKings and all those guys do for that particular deal, because I think it will be it'll be interesting. I think that's a good one to, it's basically a coin flip, but a toss-up, I think. But before we leave that topic, they are not the only ringers here, because like I said, number 13, AJ Allmendinger, going to be a ringer. Number 16, Shane Van Gisbergen, as you see right there, will be a ringer as well. And then you jump down here to Timmy Hill in the 66. He's going to be running for Carl Long, so he's in there as well. And then at the very bottom, you've got Kobayashi down there running for 2311. So COTA has once again brought out the ringers. Timmy Hill might not be a ringer, but it's always good when Carl Long has a car in the race. So, viva la Carl Long. He will not go away, so good for him. All right, the other big story, of course, is Chase Elliott is going to run this scheme right here. You saw him. He released it on his Twitter account where he said he's going to be running this car at Darlington, and they did the little video there. So, yeah, good-looking car. And, of course, he's throwing back to the 2014 Dale Jr. paint scheme where he won the Daytona 500. But that wasn't the only race that year that he won with that paint scheme. He won Martinsville with that paint scheme that year, and he won one of the Pocono races. He swept Pocono, but one of the Pocono races, he had that exact same scheme. So 2014, a good year for that scheme, and a lot of wins with it. But, of course, this one is honoring specifically the Daytona 500 win. But it's good to see that paint scheme come back. And it's really cool of UniFirst to let them do that. Not UniFirst's color scheme, but of course, they're all in with it. So good looking throwback, even though the numbers don't match up. I think everything about it, other than the numbers not matching up, and of course the number being slid forward, does look really good. They did a good job with it. This via Jayski via front stretch. After starting 2024 with no ride, it has been an interesting test of faith. Matt DiBenedetto tells front stretch, although I have some business and things outside of racing, it doesn't fill the void of racing in NASCAR. This opportunity with Viking and the number 38 team not only excited the heck out of me for the sake of getting back behind the wheel, but also because I can sense the passion and commitment to the sport from Don and the whole group. I'm an all-in kind of guy, so instantly clicked with Don and the team, and I look forward to helping build the team relationship for the future. The news comes after the number 38 fielded in collaboration with RSS Racing failed to qualify for 2 of the first 4 races of the season with CJ McLaughlin behind the wheel. So he is guaranteed to run at least 5 races. This is a question I get quite often. Does Matt DiBenedetto have a deal? Is Matt DiBenedetto going to race this season? So there you go, all the Matt DiBenedetto fans. I've said that 3 times now. I'm going to stop being fast and free with the name because I'm going to mess it up here eventually. But there you go. He does have a ride. He will get at least 5 races with this team. And this team says it does want to race several races. It basically wants to race out the rest of the season in that 38. It is Viking Racing, but they are aligned with RSS. So I think they're coming out of RSS's garage. But Viking is handling the business and day-to-day of it. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Hopefully they can qualify with Matty D in the seat, and hopefully he can get some good finishes for his fans because he is ever polarizing, but he does have a large fan base. Like I said, get the question all the time. Does Matt DiBenedetto... I knew I would do it. Does Matty D have a ride? So yes, Matty D does now have a ride. Matty D fans. All right, that's all I got for you on this one. If you made it this far, I would love to have your subscription. If not, I'll just keep making these things. If you got a question, comment, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. I try to get to as many of them as I can. And if you want to help out the channel, there is a merch store. The link is down in the description. T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and stickers. So there you go. And good vibes. The good vibes are free. So there you go. All right. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.